Hi guys, DriverLadyPro here. The reason why they call me DriverLadyPro is because I can drive like a boss, but I try to stay classy like a lady. So right now we have you, D-Man, and I really fully expect the rest. I did talk to Dustin, rideshare driver Dustin, and he did say he's going to be here, but I didn't get a hold of him yet. I'm hoping that we'll have Ed, Savage Scientist, in the room, and uh, what's his name? Joe. Dark Road Run Joe said he couldn't make it this week, but he'll be here next week. So anyway, I'm going to try and watch the room until I get Ed the Savage Scientist in here. He usually watches the room. So let me start up the chat so I can see everybody in the room before I get started with the. Here we go. Okay, it says there's 7 people in the room.
Don't mind me. I'm just on my way to the delivery.
Okay.
Don't mind. We're just going to pick something up.
That's fine. Okay, so we do have Tony B. We have Universal Title here. Universal Title, if you'd like to join us, we have an open spot. Hi, Miss G. Miss G's in the room, and we have Jim Barnes. Hey, guys. What's up? Okay, thanks for joining us. I'm going to try and multitask here, and I'm going to start out with our first article of the night. And then I think that it's a good idea. We really want to try to help people, and you have here when everybody's together, you have a lot of experts. And so I went online and I looked for a couple of questions to ask. But I'm going to do a question and answer at the end of the video. Because the purpose of the Rideshare Unite, Stop the Abuse, is for helping people. The whole purpose of this is to unite people on one front, because a lot of people have been abused while using rideshare and delivery, abused and scammed. And so this is the whole purpose of our talks tonight. So I am going to be starting out with a couple articles, doing the podcast, but then I'm ending the podcast with question and answer. And then if you do have questions that you don't want to say in the live chat stream, or you, later on you watch your team replay, please go ahead and email me at DriverLadyPro, all one word, at gmail.com. I also have it down in the description below. If you have questions for any of us, we can address them at the live stream. Rideshare Dustin says he's here. UD Man is just driving along. Okay. Let's see. We have Universal Title is gonna join our live stream too. Let's get this going on. Let me see if I can paste. Nope, that's another half a second. Okay, guys, please stay with me. Usually I have extra hand. Ed isn't in the room yet, so, but I fully expect that he will be here soon.
Who is Ed?
Ed is Savage Scientist.
Okay. I don't know anyone on a first name basis. I only know YouTube names.
Yeah. He's the Savage Scientist. He actually does not have a channel about Uber and Lyft, but
there we go.
All right. Now we have Dustin in the house.
Yeah, what's going on, people?
Driver Dustin, and then I am putting.
Hey, UDM, what's going on, man?
What's up, Dustin? How you doing, man? I'm just out here. Right now, I'm waiting on this doggone train to go by.
Oh, man.
I hate these late night trains, man. It's like, come on, man.
You never know if it's a long one or a short one.
So do you guys want a special tip for anybody that's doing YouTube and it's late at night and you want, it's important. Right now he can't do it right now, but if you're in your car and it's nighttime and you want to get plenty of lighting, what I do is I go to
You seem like you can't multitask too well, man.
I know. Universal title here at Gmail.
If you want good lighting in the nighttime, just use the brake lights of the car in front of you.
Now the darn thing.
It's got like the Darth Vader thing going on there.
Hey, listen, I'm getting perfect lighting right now with the brake lights of this car in front of me, so you can see me perfectly clear, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, finally, this train went by. Oh my gosh.
Got the earbuds in and all.
Oh man. All right, people, come on. Let's go. Go across the train tracks. I gotta go pick it up. I said earlier on my channel, earlier I did a ride along.
Oh yeah,
I said, what did I say? When you become a delivery driver, where you have to go pick something up and drop it off, you become aggressive. You become aggressive on the road.
We got universal title. What is your first name?
What's up?
What is your first name?
I don't really use it on YouTube.
Okay, bro.
Dark Road Run.
Give us
Dark Road Run knows, but
give us the first initial.
First initial.
R. That's not it. That's not it. UTH. Everybody says UTH.
Okay, well,
we got UDM.
Join us too.
UTH, RDD.
Tony would like to join us also. So, is there anybody that wants to be my read the room?
No Savage tonight?
No Savage so far. So we're gonna
Did you try him?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna shut down some of these apps and stuff so I can be on here with you guys. And I'm driving over to the delivery dudes local. I call it the clubhouse, man. They call it an office, but it's a clubhouse. It's a hangout. And then I gotta hit Publix before they close. But other than that, I'm down for chat. No problem.
Yeah, I was about to make a video.
I was going to tell you, if you're in your car and you would like better lighting, what I do is I always go to a 24-hour gas station, because they have tons of lights, or another place to go so you can have plenty of lights in your. You do look good. I can see you. But if you want better lighting so you can shoot a video, going to a gas station or even car lots, they'll put extra lights in the car lots. But if you show up at a car lot, you might have the police asking you why you're just sitting in the car lot. You know, they might be wondering.
I've had the cops roll up on me while I was making a video, and then I told them what I was doing, and they just laughed and was like, all right, well, just be safe out there. And I was like, yep. No,
man, I just give them the look. I just give them the look, and they're like, I know what that guy's doing. I know what he's about.
Savage Scientist is in the house. Okay,
have to be less than 2 years on the road to come bug the shit out of me after that look.
Oh, did you guys hear
You know
about
what?
your personal driver? He did get deactivated.
Yeah, man.
Well, I knew he was going to get deactivated. I didn't think it was correct, and maybe. Hey, Tony.
Hey, I didn't think anyone
LMD,
could
you
see
Tony?
me.
Oh, Tony B. What's up, Tony B?
Hey, I didn't think anyone could hear me or see me.
And I just sent one to Ed, the Savage Scientist.
As you can tell, I cracked my phone, so that's why there's this black. Yeah, it's messed up.
No worries, buddy. We're okay. So
Tony B, you look mighty comfortable though, man.
What?
You look comfortable, man.
Chilling on the couch like I am.
I'm partially deaf. Can you say it again?
He said you look comfortable.
Oh yeah, I am. Nice leather couch. Yeah.
Same here.
I am waiting for Savage to come in the room, but I'm gonna get started with our podcast, and I am gonna talk about a Colorado Uber driver arrested for allegedly trying to kidnap a 15-year-old girl.
What?
Yes. Yes.
Wait. Can you say that again? I heard a lot of muffle.
Yeah. Just a minute.
Okay.
A Colorado Uber driver arrested for allegedly trying to kidnap a 15-year-old girl. I am getting this from the Colorado News, and they featured it here in the newspaper in Chicago.
Yeah, this was last week. I did a video on that as well.
Did you? Okay, yeah, I saw it, but I thought I'd save it for now. So let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it now. A man is facing kidnapping charges after allegedly kissing a 15-year-old girl against her will after picking her up as an Uber driver. Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is reporting the teen has asked coworkers to schedule a Uber ride home from her job. She worked at a business in Golden. I don't know where that is. Shortly after 10 p.m. on a Saturday, her coworker used Uber Pool to schedule the ride. The sheriff's office is reporting the option allows drivers to save money by sharing a ride with others going the same direction. The Uber's website explains that riders use Uber Pool. Using Uber Pool are dropped off according to their destination along the route, not necessarily in the order each rider is picked up.
You want me to give you the lowdown so you don't have to read it all?
Go ahead, you can, sure.
I saw some
long.
News clips.
But the news thing is,
somebody
ordered her a ride. She got in the car. It was a pool. She noticed that there's another passenger in the car. When the driver went ahead, and I guess he was supposedly not using the app, but he was probably just using Waze or something. He goes to drop the other person off first, which goes past her house, so she starts tripping out. After they drop her off, instead of going to her house, he parks in some parking lot, tries to kiss her twice on the cheek. And then she kind of pushes away, she said, or something. But then he tried to kiss her on the lips, and then I guess she yelled out, but he locked the door so she couldn't get out or whatever. And then I guess then the cops finally showed up. I don't know. I think some of it was kind of BS. There's a lot more to it than we probably really know. You know
how did she get out of the car?
Exactly.
That's what I'm wondering.
It never says that really.
Right. I didn't see any answers about that.
But
there's some shady going on.
But then Uber flat out states that drivers are not supposed to pick up minors, and that you can ID them and stuff like that. And it was an actual statement from Uber that the news people had. And I was kind of shocked about that. So that's why I had
Who's going to ID a minor? Money's money.
No, listen. It is my tail on the line, and I am going to ID a minor. If I suspect that you are a minor, I am IDing you because I am not allowing you to get into my car. And folks, I was just talking about this the other day. It is very important for you to stop them. When you pull up, you need to be scanning the area before they even get in your car. First, you need to find out. And I watched a show on this very subject that Rideshare Dustin did. You need to make sure that they don't have 8 and under children without car seats. You need to make sure how many people are in the party before they can get into your car. And you also need to look at them and see if they look like they're minors, because if they maybe make you suspect that they are minors, then I am carding them. Because if they are in my car, you can lose your job. Now, once they are in your car, this is my personal opinion, and you guys can also add to this if you want. If they are already in your car, it is in the terms of service that you need to drop. And I've seen ads done about this where people picked up people from prom and then they just dropped them on a busy street. You have to, it's in the terms of service, you have to give courteous customer service. So you can't just leave them at an unsafe place on the side of the road in a busy road. So what I personally, and I'll give you guys the chance to speak next, what I will on the side of the road. So complete the ride, and I would tell them next time you cannot order an Uber ride because you're underage unless you have an adult.
Somebody needs to mute their computer.
Next time,
that might be me.
Somebody needs to turn off the microphone.
But anyways, as I was saying, a lot of people don't think it's a big deal as far as taking minors. They figure, hey, money's
Tony
money.
B's got feedback.
Double cheeseburger in front, yeah?
Tony B, you got feedback, man. Put the stream on mute.
There is no other stream here. I don't know what's going on.
I think it was Savage. It was the other one.
Oh, it was Savage? All right. I know UDM just shut some stuff down.
I muted my TV, then I turned it on.
Yeah, you're watching us, Tony B. You're not watching TV right now.
No, I turned the TV off. But anyways, also, I forgot to show you this. Remember when I told you they gave me the monitor thing? So this is what it is. And it's supposed to go on my chest and all that, but the things fell off and I never put it back on there. So I haven't used this thing in like weeks.
All right. Well, I want to get my input on this situation with this young lady. One thing I do say all the time, and I agree with Dustin on this one. Nobody should be picking up a minor, especially since I worked in the school system for 11 years.
Yeah.
At any given time, a minor can make whatever kind of false claim against you, saying that you did this and you did that and you didn't really do anything, and then you now being investigated or deactivated by Uber or whatever platform it is,
and the police,
and the police, and it's just a bad situation to be in.
Your life would be over.
Exactly.
That's the end of it, and that's the saddest part about it. It's like, wow, one false accusation, bam, everything's just shut down.
And even when you're pretty innocent, then you have the stigma of that incident still following you, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. And you can't give it
this. I want to include this. This has nothing to do with Uber, but it's kind of like fits in the same thing where you're dealing with a minor and an adult. There was a story in the school system where a male teacher, the 3 girls, they hated him, and they decided to make a false claim saying that he did, sexual things, inappropriate things in front of them and touching them inappropriately, to the point where the man lost his wife, he lost his kids, he lost his job, his livelihood, everything was gone because of a false claim. And then later on, they admitted that they just lied to get him fired. And this was like years later. So in this sense, I feel like as a rideshare driver, no adult should be picking up any minor, regardless of you trying to make a quick buck. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You trying to do what you got to do to make your money. But I don't feel any driver should be picking up any minor at all without an adult.
That's right.
That's just how I feel.
You get to smack a bitch.
What about deliveries? What about deliveries? See, I got a comment just today, as a matter of fact, on my video where I was bitching about the promotion for McDonald's, the DoorDash and McDonald's and all that stuff. And the kid said, that was me. What did he say? He said, yeah, the comment, it was somebody claiming to be the kid, the 14-year-old kid who was all high and shit when I went and delivered to him. So he put it on there that, that was me. And I said, bullshit, what's the street name? So we'll see. Maybe it is the kid. But what do you guys think about, how many of y'all do deliveries?
I do.
What do you think about the deliveries? When they order the food and then you deliver, because in that case, there was a 10-year-old that answered the door, and then there was an older woman who came in behind him, fortunately. Otherwise, it was just me, a grown adult, dealing with a 10-year-old kid with no witnesses, no anything around. And then this woman comes to the door. She looked like at least late 50s, probably more like in her 60s, and said, we didn't order any food. And then some high-ass motherfucking kid came around the corner, and he's like, no, that's me. And his name was just some weird combination of letters, didn't really mean shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
Damn. That's why I don't go to the doors. I make them come to me, unless it's a house. If it's apartment,
yeah. Well, with the delivery, you go to the door.
I don't.
That's why I don't mess with delivery.
I always make them come to me, because in Florida, when it first came to us, it said it was curbside, and I've stuck to that. Now, unless I pull up to a house and I can actually see it's that house, then I might walk up to the door. But other than that, apartment complex, I just call them, tell them I'm there. If they answer, they answer. If not, cancel, collect my fee, get my food, and whatever.
And you get to keep the food too.
Hell yeah, you do.
Now this is something you don't like.
Dinners I got.
Yeah.
There's in Uber Eats, there's a $25 cancellation fee. So if they don't show up and get their food, and it's canceled, that falls under not my problem.
Hey, that's a nice present to yourself.
I started my night.
Good.
I started my night with it wasn't mine. It was a guy who was finishing his shift, actually halfway through his double, because I just see him right now. But we started our shift, all of us that came on at like 4:45, with an $80 pizza and chicken parmesan and wings and all that stuff order, because it was some credit card scammer. It was some credit card scammer who ordered $80 worth of food, and then my man went there and card declined, try a different card declined, try a different card declined, and then we bring that back to what I refer to as the clubhouse. We bring it back to the office. Very professional, and then we chow down on wings and pizza and all that shit. So that's how that's how I started my shift today.
Okay.
Oh man.
Let me read a little that's in the room, because Ed's job he's not doing his job.
Delivery dudes.
But what is that? Is that like Grubhub? Is that something else?
It's like something. Man, Dustin, you don't watch my content for shit. It's something that started.
Language.
See if I can share my screen. I'm not real good with all this stuff.
Tony B, 17. How old are you, Tony B?
17 and a quarter.
Okay. So we do have a young man in the house.
Oh, but I've said it all, but still.
17?
I'm sorry, Long Pig.
Said it all,
Tomorrow night, yes.
If you're live streaming with a minor, you have to click that button on there, right?
Wait, no.
You know what?
Tomorrow's Monday?
Minors, I actually got a Lyft ride a couple months ago.
Tomorrow's Monday. So you want me
I
to
was
pick up a
sick.
night shift?
I left
I
my
think
car
I could
at
do that.
school,
Hollywood?
and then a Lyft driver
Yeah, I
picked
could do
me
that.
up, asked me no questions at all. He just wanted the money.
Are you 17?
Hey,
17, not 18.
hey, Universal, please
Okay.
He took me.
push mute your mic.
Yeah, he still took me. So
That's you know what? That's because they leave it up to the driver's discretion to see if they're going to charge
like
you.
no one has ever asked me as far as age. No one.
I would have carded you.
Like one strange thing.
I would have carded you because I am a professional and I do a professional job.
Professional.
That's why I'm DriverLadyPro.
Oh, okay.
I have a
Drive like a boss.
reputation
Stay
to protect.
classy. Like
Okay, driver lady pro.
You got image to maintain. That's the
So
boss
Misty is in the house. She said something. She's at Denny's already late. And then Universal Title said something about Denny's, BK, IHOP are always dead on arrival late. James Ruffalo, Dustin, what's a negative ghostwriter people that do that need Smakovich?
God damn it. Oh.
Dustin, that's a negative ghostwriter. People that need the Smakovich. I see.
oh yeah. Everybody wants me to
Shell,
like
Seashell
on that thing.
just joined the stream.
Seashell.
Did you bring your Smakovich? I don't think I got my chocolate here.
Yeah, where's your Smakovich?
Right here.
He's got a Smakovich. Let me go get
I'm gonna order a different one that's actually gonna have it's gonna say Smakovich across of it.
Oh, here it is.
I'm gonna get a black one and a pink one so that I can have Uber and Lyft.
There you go. Put a U on one and an L on the other.
Well, you know Uber is black and white, right?
Yeah. But the Smakovich, that's what it'll be. It'll be a black Smakovich with white letters.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I did the stupidest thing one day. So I went to a friend's house with my niece. It was her friend. So I'm going to the Uber Eats app, order me something for $7. It was like a Sunday, right? It said the address up there. Don't you know the address? Because I didn't know the actual address. It delivered to the house next door. And I had to pay again. I paid $14 or something. It was $7, and another woman came over here. Like, come on.
So Seashell is in the house. She says,
I filed a complaint.
She says, hey.
Hey.
So,
they never got my money back.
I don't know if y'all know this. Just so you know, this is a tip that you need to know is Uber has, and I really think we all need to complain about this. Uber uses satellite to find your your location. The problem is the satellite, sometimes it works and sometimes it's inaccurate. It's is bad as the freaking maps.
And I lost $7 because of that.
Uber Maps. So do not use the Find My Live location in the Uber app, and please inform your customers that the reason why you cannot find their butt is because they use the Find My Live location, which actually finds them 4 blocks away.
Yeah, sometimes depending on if they're downtown or there's high rises and stuff like that or interference, yeah, sometimes it'll be defective. But that's just like every GPS out there. Even Find My iPhone for the iPhones can even be wrong.
James Ruffalo says, at Dustin, go Saints.
Oh, fuck you.
And you know what? The neighbors
Saints
never
killed us tonight, man.
Like, they just took it. They just took the food. They weren't like, I didn't order this. They just took it. Like, what?
People do that all the time, man. That's why I call. If they don't come to me, then I'm taking the food.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
All right, real quick.
Delivery because I don't want to have to deal with nobody and their food.
I'm going to go check my...
do it when it's slow. Go ahead, UT.
All right. I'm taking my bags in. I'm closing out my shift here, and then I'm done. I already closed out all the DoorDash and all that good stuff.
Okay,
That's
if you
what
duck
you work
out,
for.
just
DoorDash.
duck out.
I knew
Don't
it was
worry
fun.
about
Don't
announcing to us. We'll
I knew it.
It'll be all right.
Well, I thought you guys would be upset if I left.
Where you
Nobody's
going?
worrying, huh?
He
Nobody's
Where you
worried.
Yes,
Where you
sir.
think you're going?
You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm coming
Have
back.
a break real quick. He gonna have a break in the office space. See, I know what he's doing.
What you smoking?
Yeah.
No.
That's a
No.
figment of your imagination.
No.
Okay,
No. Put it down, man.
It's a vapor.
I am trying to reel this
still.
in a little bit, guys, because we want to try to have some structure here. So,
Look, he's out of his car. Take his car. Take his car.
This be a whole bunch of time.
Don't wish that on it, man. You ain't right.
I think I already did.
Some hope. Hope, is that hope or prayers? What's the
Hey,
two hands?
UDM. I think you and Universal are actually in the same market.
Yeah, I did a video. I met him at the Green Light Hub in Wynwood, down in Miami. Yeah.
I gotta go get my
we
phone
met-
charger.
and that was our first time meeting. But I know we kind of like went past the whole thing about delivering to minors at doors, and everyone else had a chance to say something, and I was on a delivery, so I didn't really want to. I've had multiple deliveries with minors. Going to the door, and whenever I see a minor, sometimes, majority of the time, whenever I go to a door, I see if there's a camera, and I try to remain in, no matter what.
Hell yeah.
And,
Remain in the camera.
I always remain in the view of the camera. If they do not have a camera, I stand back away from the door, and I always unzip the bag. And as soon as the door opens, if I see a minor, I just hand them the food, and I just say, "All right, deuces."
You know what? That's what a girl did me one day.
What?
Like, she didn't even stay to talk. Like, she just came up, act like she was shy, and ran back to her car. Like, come on.
Well, I
Are you a delivery driver, Tony B?
What?
Do you deliver food?
I do everything for free.
I put a
I
minor.
deliver food.
Put out an adult.
I
thought
go.
you had to be 18 to drive people.
I take my sister
Yeah, he can
places
do
wherever
that.
she wants to go for free. I pick up her food. I pick up her dry cleaning. Everything.
I thought I heard that. You deliver and you do everything for free. I'm like, what?
Except she pays for my gas and all that insurance.
Oh, hell no.
It feeds me. Yeah.
Free. Oh, it feeds you.
Okay.
Okay, well, she feeds you, so you kind
Okay,
of stuck
so
on that.
you have no affiliation with Uber or Lyft. You have affiliation with your siblings.
Yeah.
I was asking you because you're
Okay.
young. I was asking if you delivered, but you can't deliver until you're deliver food, but you can't deliver food until you're 18, right?
I can't deliver for any company, yeah, but I mean from my siblings, yeah. No.
Oh man, Tony B, how old are you, man?
He's
17. And I got a Lyft ride a couple months ago too.
That's why I said she has to click that thingy on the video that says a minor's being shown.
What? Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, Driver Lady Pro? And the
It depends
analytics
on her
part?
state laws, though.
Do I don't know if I can do it right now. I can do it later.
When you upload, I think, yeah, when it's like...
It doesn't matter. I've exposed myself out here already, so yeah.
No, I know, but it's like, it's some stupid thing
I
about
do
YouTube.
have
Like, you can
to-
get a strike against your channel if you don't do it.
What? Nobody knows who I am.
Yeah, but you flat out said you were 17.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's why you say, I cannot confirm nor deny allegations that you have set forth.
Oh, you should have became a lawyer, man.
No, my wife works in insurance, so I just hear all this stuff all the time.
Well, why don't you work with her wherever
Instead of a
she
lawyer,
works?
I'm going to be a real estate agent instead.
You could be rich.
I'm going to be.
Hey, dude, what the?
I'm gonna sell all the houses.
What
I'm
are you
legal,
smoking
baby.
now?
Why are you looking at me? I'm legal. I'm not doing nothing illegal.
You know what? Speaking of legal, one of my friends just turned 18 today.
I tell you what, enjoy it while you can, man. I had my first kid at 18.
He's the only,
So
man, he might be the
enjoy being
youngest
young.
person to ever be on an adult live stream with Uber driver.
Yeah, right. I almost
He
feel
record
weird.
breaking.
Don't say nothing inappropriate.
Dude.
At least we all have dash cameras on right now.
Have what?
Dash cams. You know what I mean? You know the joke.
I have a dash cam.
Guys, let's reel this in. I'm going to talk about the second thing that I have.
All right. Let's see what Lady Pro's got.
Can tech workers complain about sexual harassment?
Can who?
Tech workers. Us.
Tech workers. Okay.
Tech workers, us basically complain about sexual harassment. Depends what they signed. Buzzfeed News asked major tech companies if they pursue legal action against NDA, Non-Disclosure Agreement, found employees who speak out about workplace harassment or assault.
I don't think that counts to us, though.
Huh?
I don't think that counts to us because we're not employees.
I just got fired for an NDA agreement, though, for working for EA. There's a comment out there on the game I was testing that I made that I really don't care. I have a video coming out on that. Sounds like somebody driving through some rain.
So what's the question? What's the question, Mandy?
Well, this is about tech workers. Yep. Tech workers complain about sexual harassment. Well, this is not just about us drivers and delivery drivers. It's about passengers and everybody. We're trying to keep the balloon open. I want everybody to be under the same, you know what I mean? I don't want to be exclusive, always inclusive, never exclusive. So let's just talk about it, even though it doesn't apply to us personally, okay?
Oh, okay, I just stopped. I thought maybe you that's what you meant, that it applied to us.
One key obstacle to understanding the scope of sexual harassment and discrimination in Silicon Valley is the structure of employment argument, non-disparagement clauses, and ironclad settlements that keep everything in product plans to allegations of abuse under wraps. But amid growing concerns that sexual harassment in key American industries, iconic tech companies like Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Uber are largely silent about legal agreements that might hamper their employees' ability to publicly discuss sexual harassment in the workplace, a position that reflects the line in
I could do a Dustin on this one.
What?
I read the story, and because I cover a lot of tech on my channel.
Yeah, we know.
Finish the article, guys, and then we'll talk about it, okay?
And you talk about the tech too.
Okay, a position that reflects the line the tech industry is trying to walk as it works to change its image without ceding legal liabilities. There have been reports of allegations of sexual harassment or discrimination at all of these companies. Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Uber, and they raised question about legal agreements that might prohibit employees from publicly speaking about them. BuzzFeed News asked Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, and Uber if any current or former employees were subject to these kinds of agreements and whether the company would release any
What the hell?
background noise. Somebody.
Not me.
Such
Wasn't me.
employees.
Uh-huh.
Motorcycle?
Ooh, UDM, you're in trouble.
I don't think it was
Hey,
him.
before this
I don't have no noise
stream
going
How
on.
do we get through this?
before this started, I said I was on the road working. So y'all gonna have to deal with this, or y'all gonna have to give me the boot. Which one y'all?
Were you
Okay,
speeding?
no. We're good. We're good.
You could mute them.
Okay. Yeah, hit your
Listen.
mute button.
Okay.
Brian is grinding. He's grinding. You got
Was
to
he
allow for
speeding?
that. He's grinding.
He's
He's
hustling.
working.
That's that Hellcat Hemi you got over there.
Now when the cops light him up like a Christmas tree, he ain't gonna be saying nothing.
Okay. If you have background noise, please mute your mic, and then when you want to talk, unmute. All right. Let's finish. None of the companies addressed the question head on. Though three, Microsoft, Google, Amazon suggested that they wouldn't throw up obstacles to women who want to speak out. We don't and we won't tolerate sexual harassment or assault, and we won't allow non-disclosure agreements to become a tool to enable those who engage in such conduct to continue with the type of wrongdoing, said Microsoft spokesperson. We encourage our employees to report concerns about harassment. Google spokesman Gina blah 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 told BuzzFeed News, our employment agreements
can I
do
say
not prohibit
something really
anyone
quick?
from talking publicly about instances of harassment. Employees are always free to share information about their work environment, whether it's positive or negative, said an Amazon spokesperson.
Hey, Mandy.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to read the whole article. I pretty much got and I don't know. I'm not gonna speak for everybody here, but I pretty much got it, and I kind of wanted to before I forget, I wanted to say my point. And with sexual harassment, with Uber having their employees sign, you said a non-disclosure agreement. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
They had to sign that. Okay, so and in this case, I feel like any company, any major company, there's a lot of sexual harassment that goes on without anyone knowing until someone comes forth. So for any of these companies to have their employees sign this non-disclosure agreement, it just shows how much they don't really care about. And this is just my opinion. It just shows how much they don't really care about that topic, or try to keep everything under wraps that would prevent them from receiving some form of a lawsuit. So if whoever signs that non-disclosure agreement, if they really want to work for this company, they have to sign it. But if they don't sign it, then I forgot where I was going with this. But
I see what you're saying.
Employed.
Pretty much, there's not much they can complain about if they sign the agreement to work for the company. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys realize, but a lot of companies and places, I signed a non-disclosure agreement when I worked with these particular groups doing the demonstration, and the reason why they do that is not particularly to keep people that are being sexually harassed from talking out. It's because they don't want you going to other companies and telling their personal things that are going. It's a totally different reason why you do a non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah,
so,
but I'm only responding. I'm only responding in the sense of what you're reading. You're reading the topic is about sexual harassment and the non-disclosure agreement with these major companies. And so it's like, if any of these companies, let's say for Uber, right? Uber has been deemed the company that has been growing the fastest, and their technology is out of this world, right? That's what a lot of people say. So since compared to other apps, their technology is on a whole nother level. So they don't want anybody that works for them that they employ to take any of that information and bring it to any other company or start another company with a blueprint of Uber's plans on, you know, Uber Elevate or whatever else they have going on. You know, they don't want anyone to move forward with that. But as far as sexual harassment goes, I guess it just falls under this umbrella, and you know, people just gonna have to do what they got to do.
Let me hang on one second. Hang on one second. All right, the scope of the non-disclosure agreement is outlined in the agreement, and it wouldn't even be legally binding if they did say, like, you can't disclose to law enforcement or the news or whatever, or the public information that you talked about with HR or something like that. It wouldn't even be binding. We sign shit all the time that isn't even really binding, like non-competes. If you have a non-compete and that non-compete is...
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Oh, just for a half second, this is out of my cargo box. I got it for free. Yum.
Cargo? Okay.
Hey, Tony B, you want to go to bed, man?
What the fuck are we doing?
Tony B look like a bobblehead right now, man. You want to go to bed?
You got the floor, universal title.
I just got these shoes.
Listen, here's the thing. Go to legal aid. Just because, like, for our channels and our audience and all that stuff, I just want to tell everybody, anybody that's listening to my voice, if you sign something with your employer and you end up with some kind of civil suit, or you feel it's preventing you from going to a different job to a similar in the similar industry or something like that, just go to legal aid. You don't make enough money. Legal aid will send them a letter and it'll stop 9 times out of 10. And even if it doesn't, you don't have to pay a dime and they'll take it to court. And most of these things aren't legally binding when it prevents you from being able to earn a living, or when it prevents you from keeping yourself safe in the case of abuses at work, in terms of whether that's labor law violation or sexual harassment or anything like that. We sign so many things that people think mean something, and especially at the entry level, you know, base working class employees, there's going to be no standing, man. If it does go to court, what happens is somebody threatens you with a civil suit. Somebody files a civil suit, which you can do for any reason. It's like filing a small claims, and it scares the employees into being, you know, slaves. And you don't have to do that. And if somebody scares you, go to legal aid and have a lawyer talk to them. You know what I mean? Because none of us make enough money to fight that shit, and they use it. They use that fact to push us around. But the fact is, the law is the law. And you have an opportunity to, free of cost, have a lawyer represent you, even sometimes in civil litigation. So,
UGH.
Yeah.
I think you're in the wrong profession, brother.
I'm what? I'm the jailhouse lawyer, bro.
Hey, just let him talk.
What did he say, though? What did he say?
I think you're in the wrong profession, man. You give
the wrong profession.
Advice,
all right.
You giving great advice, brother.
I think I'm probably the only one who actually got experience with this thing, though.
Why you say that?
I was terminated from my job for an NDA, but I wasn't even terminated. They just told me that they saw that I posted something about a product, and I really didn't care. Because I know I'm about to move, and it don't matter. But what happened was I was working for EA testing games, and I just saw this bullshit somebody posted of a game, and I did this about 3 months ago. I gotta even put this up there, and I started telling people to check out my channel. So one day I got a call said, "Are you a traffic scientist?" And I told him, "Yeah." He said, "Are you familiar with a comment you made saying that?" I just said, "I'm testing TF3." That's it. It's Titanfall 3. Anybody play Titanfall? It's an Electronic Arts product. and I'm testing Titanfall 3. Well, I was testing it on EA for EA, and what happened was I ran my mouth. I don't care about what's going on with this game, but the thing is, I have some exclusive screenshots and stuff that I won't share because if I share that, then they really could come after me and sue me. Just by saying I'm testing TF3, they can't claim any liable on that because there's no damages done. Because anybody could go there and say they testing TF3. But if I post pictures of their product, that's when it become a violation. And you could even go to jail for doing that.
Because his non-disclosure agreement outlines the scope and intellectual property, which is what that would be, sharing intellectual property. That shit's covered, so it's binding, and it's not something that he would have to do in order to keep himself safe or in order to keep himself earning a living. You know what I mean? It's obviously an abuse of the contract. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you didn't share any pictures, man.
No, I know I'm familiar with this stuff. I just did this because I was really trying to get people on, just get a little attention on that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they got some things I know. I mean, that's why I'm not trying to ask for pity on that. I screwed that up. I really didn't care. And I'm not mad. I wasn't making money on that job. I mean, for one thing, most jobs with NDA clauses, they're gonna pay real good money because they know it's just like I had top secret government clearance. They had to pay me good money so I won't run my mouth and say I have a top secret clearance. I could sell my common access card to the network to some Russians for $9 million, and there it is. So when you have a government clearance or when you have that type of access to information, then it's possible that somebody's gonna come after you and try to trick you and make money. And you don't know if it's actually an employee who work with you, somebody else, some investigative services, or a real person with malicious intent. And I also have the Security Plus certification. And what that does is that allows me to be an expert on computer security. Really basic computer security, but the stuff that I deal with, and the stuff I know. I mean, I could go out and get another IT job. I'm not gonna say easy, but I think I can get one fairly simple.
Well,
All right. So
What's the
when you worked for that third party that was contracted with the NSA, what exactly was your day to day like? And uh, what type of operations were you doing? And it just between us, right?
Just
Oh
between
yeah,
us.
that's between us. I was
I'm
I
just
was
fucking
a
with you,
government
man.
contractor with the
No,
with
no,
the
no,
Air
no,
Force.
no! Don't say shit.
No, I'm just saying I could talk about it. Shit, I'm not in there. I was in the Air Force, and what I used to do is I was working in a secure room, and
oh,
I was just making sure the network was up.
Be
I had
vague. All
access to
right,
the
all
entire
right. Be
Air
vague.
Force network.
All
That's it.
right. You're not a QB, are you?
well?
No,
Well, you
no,
really
man.
are a savage scientist, I see. Mhm.
Oh
But
yeah,
you
man.
can be
But
for
I mean,
real.
the thing is that if I was like I would if I wouldn't give you information that I know, like I wouldn't be like, here is the password to the something like that. I mean,
what?
Okay, let me
but
read what's in the room real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
TFM, you've been kicking butt, says Franco, El Franco. And then Fat Man says, not every day, Franco, LOL. James Ruffalo says, had a storm Thursday, Friday, made 16 deliveries via Grubhub, made 120 in change.
Nice.
Yeah. El Franco,
Yeah.
last couple weeks. And then Fat Man says, damn, James. And then James says, send me stack every time. And then Savage Scientist says $120 is good money. Okay. Now, I do want to say that we need to my spouse has asked me to wrap this up by 10 o'clock my time because it's it's too late.
Well,
Now-
your time is central.
Yeah, 10 o'clock Central. So
Yeah,
we
you
got
forgot to say the
45
central.
minutes.
It's 10:19
45
in
minutes.
Florida.
Details.
Yeah, so
40 minutes, actually.
40 minutes. Okay, so I want to talk about the next thing I have in line is, now this is common stuff that we know because we're the quote unquote experts, and we know this stuff, but I see a lot of times people asking in the groups this particular question, and this is mainly for the rideshare driver, or the delivery drivers. A lot of people say that like they'll say, I went to a place and I sat for 20 minutes waiting for the customer to come out. And I didn't get compensated, but only $7 for the run. What do I do?
Sue.
That was what the run was. It was only $7. You still get paid for the drive, even though you canceled it, and you get to keep the food. So there's nothing really you can do about it because that's what it was.
Well, I guess they say that it's just pocket change.
But the question really is, and I have an answer, but I'm going to wait for you guys to chime in. The question is, how long should you wait for a customer to arrive? Is there a general rule as a professional?
15 minutes.
How long do you wait for a customer to arrive, or how long do you wait at a restaurant for food?
Okay.
5
Can I
minutes.
answer this one?
5
Can I
minutes.
answer this one?
And I'm out the door.
All right. All right.
5 minutes.
You
Then I
do
call.
as
But
before.
wait. As a professional, as a person that does this full time, as a professional, it's not just about time is money. As a professional, I would give the customer. I'll answer the restaurant part afterwards. But as a when I get to the customer, I would give them a 10-minute window max, and then depending on if they give me a nice tip or not, I might give them a 5 minutes extra. But I feel like as a professional, I should not have to wait more than 10 minutes for you to come and get your food. When one, on the Uber app, you can track me. Two, you know when I'm there. I have your phone number. I send you I give you a call. If you don't answer me, that's on you. You ordered something, and you should know it's gonna be here by a certain time because the app tells you or gives you a window.
Yeah.
So as far as going to a restaurant, some restaurants, I could wait an hour. This is just me though. I'm not speaking for anyone else. I feel I can wait an hour. I didn't finish though. Let me finish. I feel I can wait an hour for a decent payout order. An order that has a certain amount of money that say I wanted to make a minimum of $20 for the hour. And if that order is giving me $20 for that hour, then I don't mind waiting a whole hour at the restaurant. And at the same time, too, I like to know that the food is being cooked fresh for the customer. Because as a customer, I would want my food to be cooked fresh. And that's my answer. It just depends on the amount that I'm being paid when waiting on the delivery from the restaurant. If it's a no tip order, man, I just might not even wait.
Just say screw this.
That's the difference, though, man. I chime in, but with you as far as that, and I like to be professional and give good customer service. But on the same hand, I only deliver Uber Eats, and I have no idea how much I'm actually making, how far away that run is. It could be a $7 run.
Well, with Uber Eats, I do Uber Eats as well.
I wait no more than 5 minutes.
Well,
you get that right.
With Uber Eats, I mean, I hear you. It just depends. Like, if I know how much I'll be paid because I'm maximizing my earnings versus just, I'm just gonna pick up this order. It's like, I would give up like 10 minutes on Uber Eats, waiting on an order.
So 10 is the magic.
I don't know why you're doubling it, man. I don't know why you're doubling it. They got a 5-minute window, and then just cancel that stuff. And I know you know Uber Eats, because what are you up to? 1,600 Uber Eats right now?
No, I'm almost
No.
2,000.
You're over 2,000. You're over
Jeez.
2,500, right?
That's a lot of.
No, I'm close to 3,000.
Close to 3,000 just on Eats. Just on Eats, people.
Just
My
on
man
Eats,
has
yeah.
done almost 3,000 Eats.
That's more than
Wow.
shit.
Damn.
So basically, what I'm saying though,
Yeah.
is all right. When you walk into the restaurants, now I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect restaurants that have the food sitting out, outside of a warmer. I don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm a customer first before I became a delivery driver. And when I walk in to pick up someone's food, I think of the customer first. I don't just think about my time. When I realize that the restaurant is being some ASS type of employees, I
Language.
spelt it. I spelt it.
It's all right.
So if there being some ASS type of employees, I didn't take it up. I didn't say, like, you know what, this is not worth my time, because they're not professional. They should have acknowledged me. If they did not acknowledge me, then then I voiced. I let them hear, hey, I'm here to pick up this person's order.
Up to the counter,
And if they scale, ignore me, then it's like, you know what, this is not worth my time.
Screw this, I'm out.
Exactly. Screw this, I'm out. But that whole process might have taken 10 minutes.
and as far as the food not being in a warmer, you know, the shit's gonna get cold. I'm gonna get pissed off if I have to eat that. So
right.
And I'm gonna get a bad rating because that shit was cold.
Thank you. I hate when restaurants do that.
And you're less likely
You
to
might
get
take
tipped when you bring
30
cold
minutes
food.
But
from the time you
at
get
the
the
same
call
too,
to the time the customer gets the food, and you only get $8.
But at the same time too, you can ask or request the restaurant make that food over. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never do that.
Okay, you can request it. There's
They
nothing
will.
wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And if they have a problem with making it again, you can just contact whoever you need to contact, whether it's Uber Eats or whoever, and explain the situation. The food is cold, and you don't want to deliver the food cold. And deliver the food cold. That's putting the customer first. You can have them make the food over.
Well, the customer's always right.
Nope, that's a negative, Ghostwriter. No,
What?
not always right. Nope.
The customer always right.
Well, I didn't mean always. Like
The money.
Always.
The money talks.
Now,
The money is always right.
They're trying to shoot so many people in your car and stuff like that. Nope, they're not always right.
Yeah, but see, whenever I put them out in the middle, I wish I could put them out in the middle. They got 7-lane expressway. Put them out in between the 3rd and the 4th lane.
I would do that. I would do that. Put that bitch apart.
Oh man, you savage.
And don't let the girl split you, okay?
All right.
I know.
Put them out on the Dan Ryan expressway.
Let's reel it in. I'm going to read a couple comments in the room. The fat man says Tony is well aware of language arts. Franco, it implies that you should tip. Then I've been saying since I started that Uber implies that there is no need to tip. Batman says if the food is in the warmer, you have taken too long to get to the restaurant. I have never had food sitting in the warmer. Franco says that's why we all call him Top Speed. Okay. Pony B. Okay, the fat man says that is a big negative, Ghostwriter. The customer is actually almost always wrong. And then Savage says 5,000 Uber trips, 500 Lyft trips, 0 Uber Eats trips. Batman, the two people that were effing in my car a couple years ago, I threw them out on the off ramp of I-75.
You should have threw him off the damn bridge.
I told him to walk towards the garbage for safety.
Batman, Batman must be in South Florida.
Yeah, he's in my market.
Listen to her comment. Just a minute. This is the last one. Seashell says, Mandy, you are doing a great job. She's my favorite.
See that?
She's got to wrangle all of our wild ass personalities. You are doing a great job.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
Diet beer.
She's just raiding the cargo box.
Really?
She's like, oh, let's see what's in this cargo box.
Diet beer is not from cargo. I am on a diet, a low carb diet, and this is the only kind of beer I can actually have. Three of them, but I only have one.
Are you doing the keto thing?
I think the word diet means worse in most cases.
You said three, but you put up 4 fingers.
I don't even make it through the entire tour each day.
Well,
you should Stone Cold it. Just
no, dude.
Get that
at the bottom.
Yeah, but this Triple H right here.
I went to the bar the other night and I picked up some. I was picking up some beer for my spouse, and I saw that they had Bacardi rum on sale, the little shooters, 3 for $2.50, and I'm like, dang, that's a deal. I'm gonna buy some, so I bought 3 shooters, right? And this is how much I do not drink. I brought it home. I drank 2 shooters. I was 3 sheets to the wind. I couldn't even walk from the kitchen to my bedroom. I was so drunk.
Oh my God! I sure you don't drive.
On 2, I wasn't driving.
Good.
2 shots.
Thank God.
Mandy.
Well, you don't need to be drinking that diet beer then.
Got the man, she get it up there to Chicago.
Oh yeah, and she lives. Oh no.
Get it up there, you on Dan Ryan Expressway yet? That's the only road I'm doing. Well, you got the Kennedy Expressway, Dan Ryan, 290, 395, 295.
57.
57. That's the one in 55.
55, 80,
55, 90,
95, 100,
92. What is that? Amstead Expressway.
That's a lot.
And I only been in Chicago 3
Right,
years.
you're choking on non-smoker?
I just like naps.
You all right, Tony?
Tony, you all right, man?
Need some water?
Yes.
Tony?
Once I finish coughing up a lung.
Be sure to put that lung on eBay.
The black market has, they go pretty good, man. Like $30.
So here's the other one I want to talk about. Let's reel this in, guys. We want to keep a little focus here.
Yeah,
so,
we don't want Manny to get hit by a wrench.
So I just talked to somebody who has been asking me quite a bit about Uber and one of the things that he asked about, and I heard Rideshare Dustin talk about this a little bit on his channel too, is protection. Okay.
Smack a bitch.
And we're not talking about that kind of protection, you dirty people. Okay, now I'm talking. See, Rideshare Dustin, he's talking about his Smakovich. All right, so what I'm talking about is I am talking about it's against the Uber policy to have protection in your car, and it is against the Uber policy. And I hear Rideshare Dustin tell people, it is important to have protection. And he doesn't say, "Oh, I have a gun in my car," or "I have this in my car," or "I have that in my car." Yes, but And or if we actually come out on YouTube saying some dumb crap, oh, put the mace in your car, then people are going to, oh, well, the reason why I use the mace is because DriverLadyPro said to use mace. But the fact of the matter is, and we just got done doing an article about our own safety. Our safety is really important. And
you know what? You know what, though?
I bet he going to Grand Mossberg.
See this?
Oh, dang. That's a dead man shovel.
Whoa, he's got the XL Smakovich.
That's the dead man shovel. Used to digging up people's graves.
Okay, guys, UD man wants to go for.
This is what I do when I unbox. This
Let's reel it in. UD man's got the floor. Thanks, UD.
I just want to
we love you, man.
Speak on, hush your bump,
Justin.
Man. I just want to speak on the topic. I did a video about the Uber Eats driver that got sentenced to life yesterday. I did that video yesterday, and basically I feel like it doesn't matter what anyone's policies say. This is a dangerous job. You know what I'm saying? This is a dangerous job, and I do understand. I do understand what Uber's policy or whatever other platform that anyone might work on. I do understand that they don't want people to have any firearms. But one thing I do say is protect yourself in any which way that you feel it's necessary to protect yourself. But at the same time, too, I also said in yesterday's video, don't put yourself in a position with any type of protection. It could be, let's say, mace. You hit somebody across the head with a can of mace, or however big it is, or bear spray, whatever it is, and then next thing you know, you hit them in the right place, and next thing you know, they die. So it's just but I'm saying it's just about how you protect yourself and positioning yourself in the right way, so you don't get charged with something like that Uber Eats driver did.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I think the protection is if you have protection, we're not saying you should have. We're being very vague here because it's against our terms of service. But if you happen to have protection in your car, which we think is a good idea, but we're not telling you to do anything. Okay, don't go to Uber and say DriverLadyPro told you nothing, okay? But if you happen to have protection in your car, it should be a last measure. I told this particular person that was talking to me, the most important thing is that you use a cool head and talk people down.
But wait. I want to say something.
I tell everybody to carry something. I
say this last thing.
Do it.
Protection. Let's just define the word protection for a second, because everybody is thinking protection is a pistol.
No,
it's not. No, my fist. I'll bust you in the jaw so quick. That's my protection.
Okay then.
You know, that's just my.
I don't want to get in no fight with you. That's for sure.
I'm just saying.
Have a dash cam. Have a cam ready to roll. That's it. That's
have
really
a Mossberg next to you.
Yeah. Now I wouldn't tell nobody. I I got the Mossberg though, because then they'll go around and tell Uber that you're driving around with a shotgun in your car.
The way to get around that is I tell everybody to do what they feel is necessary to feel protected. I don't tell them what to take. I just say do whatever you feel is necessary.
Exactly.
Because the dash cam is great, but it's not going to save your life. And I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. So I'd recommend everybody carry protection at all times, but I'm not telling you what to carry. I give examples like a mag light, flashlight, you know what I'm saying? Good old Smakovich.
I do have a flashlight in my car, and if I were put in a compromising situation, I know I would lose my job, but I do have a flashlight in my car.
Why do you think a lot of cabbies and everybody always had tire irons? Because that's legal and that's a dual purpose tool
What is
Because
a
it
tire
also
iron?
works for your tires.
I got a screwdriver in my car.
Listen though. And like the Hells Angels would carry ball peen hammers and all that good stuff because it's a tool, not a weapon. But listen to me, man. If I pick this up,
That's a weapon.
if I pick this up and I attack this pin right here, if I pick this pin up right here and I attack a passenger with this pin, I could be charged with assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
That ain't no deadly weapon.
Never
What's
you
gonna
seen
do?
prison shows?
Sticking the eyeball?
That's a prison shank right there.
Man, this is wire cutting ply.
But I'm telling you,
Man,
it's
you
the
come well
context. It's the context. It's the context. So if you're
Yeah,
going to use deadly force, I got something to say here. If you're going to use deadly force, if this can, in the right context, can be deadly force, go out there and train yourself on some real deadly force. Be competent, be capable, and if it comes to it, don't have this be the deadly force that you're dealing with. Okay?
What you gonna do? Poke somebody's eye out with it?
You can stab.
I'm saying, you don't want this to be your last resort. If we're talking last resorts, know how to use a real fucking tool for that situation, because the consequences of stabbing somebody with this pin potentially could be the same as shooting somebody with a firearm.
Yes, I told
in that context.
Yes.
I do have a video on Uber weapons policy, and I use a fake gun to get my point across.
But no matter what, only use deadly force or whatever force you need when it actually is
needed. Yes, when it's needed. Yeah, when it's absolutely
the last resort.
Keep in mind, it's important to keep in mind that you will end up losing your job if you end up assaulting a passenger because they're trying to kill you.
But remember, my life is worth more than that job.
That was an Uber driver pulled over and shot that guy. They had it on camera. Remember his dash cam video? The cop, he shot him, and he was an actual cop, but I don't know if he got deactivated. Nothing ever happened, or another story was produced afterwards. But it had dash cam footage of the guy running him off the road, stopping in front of him, and then getting out of his car, running up to him, and then saying something like, "I could have shot you" or something. Then reached real quick for his pocket, and the cop guy just pulled out his gun and just shot him.
Boom!
Yeah,
that's how it's done.
With his girlfriend in the car.
I thought when I watched the video, I thought that the passenger got out with the gun. I thought I saw a gun in his hand.
Yeah, when that guy got out of his car, yeah, you couldn't tell what he had. So then when he said, "I could shoot you" or something, he threatened the cop, which he didn't know was a cop. And then the cop guy just reacted because he was still in police academy or some crap. And he just pulled out his shit and shot the guy twice, killed him. And they said he wasn't going to be charged, but then I never heard if Uber deactivated him.
Shot him twice.
I'm sure he got deactivated against Uber.
You only need
to be honest with you, I don't think he probably did. The reason
I don't think he did either.
The reason
I think he got away with it.
Didn't make it. But hold up. The reason why I think they didn't make it headline news is because they knew there would be an uprroar. There would be all kind of people upset.
Oh yeah, just imagine what would have happened if that would have got out. Especially if it would have been somebody black, man. Oh,
but
man.
listen,
people would have been pissed all over the world.
It would have been terrible.
Listen, though. Listen, we're changing our channel names. Your personal driver, Aaron, just got deactivated for making fucking videos. What? Listen, man.
He was live streaming, though. That's the only downside.
No, I know, but we're talking about the context of life and death. Man, this is an afterthought whether you're going to get deactivated or not. If you could get deactivated for a YouTube channel, you know what I mean? Why would that even enter your mind if you're prepared, if you're out on the street, not in your Uber, not whatever. If you're out with your family, if you're this or that or the other thing, if you are a person that is trained and prepared to take a life in that context where it's like the ultimate, Uber's got nothing to do with that, man. They'll get rid of you for a video. They'll get rid of you for handing out a business card now. So why do we even care if they're going to get rid of you for defending your life?
Well, that's true, too. A false accusation can get you deactivated just as quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Just
true
so you
too.
guys, I wanna read what they're saying in the room. Some of them are funny. So Dark Road Run says 0 calorie. Seashell says I don't drink soda. Dark Road Run
running
says
around,
0 calories, but LaCroix tastes like you were drinking carbonated water and someone screamed out loud the name of a specific fruit in the other room. Then Fat Man says, nope, I'm just saying. Then Fat Man says, I will unleash a fart so deadly that the funeral homes will close. Then said, deadly force right there. Then Savage said not to use the race card, but imagine a white Uber driver shot a black passenger. Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Yes.
That's what he did. What that guy did.
That gotta
He
be
got out of the car like that.
Boom!
Guy. No black guy would have ever got out of the car like that guy did.
He said it would have been the end of Uber. Then Fat Man says the Democrats would be all over that. Then Dark Road Ron says, wonder if Uber would ever deactivate a passenger for live streaming a ride. A passenger. That's a good question. And then Dark Road Ron says, I feel like
No.
is what juice would taste like to a ghost. And then Fat Man says, we are listening, Linda. LaCroix is like drinking Sprite with a con.
I don't think any passenger would be at fault for anything, yo.
I used to use LaCroix for my cocktails, says Fat Man. And then Savage says, Fox News would cover that Democrat uprising.
Oh, I'm so tired. Oh.
Go to bed, buddy. Listen,
I would be asleep right now.
Yeah,
It's your fault.
Still growing, man. You need those naps.
You need those naps. You're a growing boy.
Not alone.
Man, listen here.
When do I stop growing?
At 25.
25? No way.
25.
How tall are
I
you?
thought it was
Tony?
18.
Nope.
I think girls stop at 21. And I could be wrong.
Girls are like,
well, I know
guys are like 20.
boys hit their sexual prime between the ages of 15 and I think 18 or 21 or something like that. And then women don't hit their sexual prime till their 30s.
What? I'm in my prime right now. What you talking about? I got 4 kids.
We know.
I always in my prime. Oh, my hair's not gray yet.
So, DriverLadyPro, how much was it to fix that Corolla that you have, as far as all those damages?
I had insurance, but it took $2,500. The insurance company paid for all that, except for $500. I had a $500 deductible, and they spit shine that sucker. It looks so beautiful when I picked it up.
What? No way.
Yeah,
I seen the thumbnail.
But the person that did it, all the parts are warranted.
Wow. But I seen the thumbnail when you had all the duct tape. Like, I think you used up a whole roll of it.
No, not one roll, buddy. I bought real duct tape. I bought regular duct tape, and I 2 times I bought that. What was that special seal? The special tape that is like holds everything. Huh?
The Flex Seal?
Yeah, the Flex tape. I put Flex tape on that, but it was in the summer and the glue, it started like falling down.
I seen that, like, and what happened? Didn't you say you got in trouble because of that?
I got deactivated temporarily from Lyft until they until I sent them pictures and showing that the car was fixed.
Well, you could have went to a park lot and took pictures of another person's Corolla, right?
Yeah, but then they really would have deactivated me if I drove anybody in a supposedly fixed car.
But how did they find out?
They said because a passenger complained.
God damn it!
Yeah, and it was
that's not happening with my car.
night. Hey, it was the exact same night that the fat man said, "You got to be careful. They'll complain if you're missing a hubcap." And that exact fat man jinxed me.
He jinxed it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He jinxed me.
He got you there.
He convinced me to take my head out of my rear and actually stop driving. But then, like the day or two later, I got a letter from Lyft. We have received a. I didn't drive, but after that, I got the deactivation.
You actually
Didn't you say you were trying to drive at night or something like that, so people wouldn't see it?
Yeah, but they still complained.
Well, what do you think? Do you think they were right or what? What if you were the passenger and you had to get in the car looking like that? What would you think?
What?
I wouldn't have said nothing.
I
mean, I kind of would have asked you about it, but
inside that's clean than one that's clean on the outside.
Hello.
What's up, you?
Ladies and gentlemen. Hello.
You is leaving.
Public service announcement.
We can hear you, UD man.
Yeah, I'm trying to let y'all know I gotta go because I just made it home.
He's getting
okay, buddy.
I didn't want to just hang up.
If he wakes anybody up, he will get the smack of it.
All right, y'all. Y'all.
Crazy world.
Have a good night.
All right, man. You have a good night.
Holler at us next time.
Thanks, guys. We'll be wrapping up real quick here. So this is the time. This is the time. If you guys have any questions, Dark Bird Run says later, UD man. So if anybody has any really burning questions that they want to ask this team of experts,
what was that?
Experts,
what was that?
Will please let us know.
Well, 3 of us are. 4.
Yeah,
Who's not an expert?
Yeah.
Did you see what Fat Man said?
Tony is not an expert.
Tony's not because
I am an expert with vehicles and everything like that. So,
but you know what I'm saying, like not with actual.
You're expert. You're expert passenger.
Tony is our
only passenger that he is a experienced underage passenger.
Tony is our passenger. Remember, I said I wanted Rideshare Unite. I wanted a passenger to join our team. And
I
Tony
spent $200 in Uber rides in 2 months.
Yep.
No matter if 1 month, $200 in Uber rides.
But you shouldn't have been taking any of those rides.
I had to go home.
Okay. I
had driver's ed sophomore year. I was 15 years old.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be on the Uber and Lyft thing. You know?
You know what? I have videos coming out on that one.
What?
What's up?
Oh, I'm talking about what Dark Road Run just made a very, very important comment that I think deserves some attention.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was just about the same thing.
Paying off Harry the Rideshare guy. I made a video that I haven't posted yet because I cursed so much on that video that I have to go back and find some sound effects. But the basis of this thing is that Uberman, Harry the Rideshare guy, the simple freaking driver, all are paid spokespeople for Uber. They went after these specific large YouTube channels, influencers, and paid for them. And I was holding up a sign saying I would make videos not bashing Uber if they pay me.
Fuck yeah, if they paid me, I'm gonna go make a video for them too.
So what I'm saying is that they're not gonna post any of channels. That's all I'm saying.
Are you okay?
It's a dog.
Did you hear him?
No, he's in the middle of the road. I was honking more.
You know how to catch him? Did you watch my video? This is how you catch him. You open your door and say, "Doggy, You want to go for a ride? He'll jump in, you grab him, then you can bring him to the police station.
Or you just floor it and run over his ass.
Sit in the car.
We go for a ride, buddy?
Come on, doggy.
No.
We go for a ride?
Floor it and run over his ass.
He wants the door open wider.
Oh yeah. Pass by, hit him with this.
Pull over.
Dog napper.
Say, let's go for a ride, Harley.
Dog napper.
Let's go for a ride.
I'm gonna die.
Nah, he's like,
funny.
I don't want
He
shit to
doesn't
do
like
with
you.
you, buddy.
What you
He
gotta
doesn't
do
like you.
is you gotta open the door and step away from the door and say, "Doggy, want to go for a ride?" And let them jump into your freaking car. Don't stand near because they're a little scared of you. They don't know you, but
They might attack him.
Serious, try it.
He's gonna get you, Cujo.
Nah, he's good.
What you close the door for? All you gotta do is drive over really fast. The door closes on its own.
I'm telling you, I've done this a million times, and it has worked for me every time.
You have a million dogs?
He's on the side.
He's the dog.
He's on the sidewalk now.
You know, let me tell you a little fact about myself. I have a cat that
Here's
I
a fun
train
fact.
to do tricks.
What you can do?
What can he do? Is that what you said?
No, I said what can you do? You said you're gonna tell us a fun fact.
I told you that I have a cat that is trained to do tricks.
Where's he at?
I'll go get her.
Go
Trying
get
to
it.
do tricks. Sounds like a
You
puppet
can't
to
say
me.
it. You can't say it and then not show it. I want to see it. You gotta prove it now.
Yeah. I'll believe it when I see it.
If not, Savage is gonna use his tool and then get rid of the body.
What tool? Oh. Whoa! What?
Makovich is in the
Oh,
world, you know?
shovel. Okay.
The SKFF.
I thought that was the most. Okay. All right.
When I do my unboxing, because I do have some products to review, like this.
Tell me about the keyboard.
Oh, the keyboard.
Okay.
All right, here we go, guys.
He does not want to come out because we're too loud. But I'll tell you what. I will take video of me or of Kitty doing tricks for me, and I'll put it at the end of my next video, and y'all see. I am not lying. I've trained my cat.
All right, here's something good too. I want to see that cat like open a beer or something, you know.
Yeah, drive the car and wreck it again.
What can it do though?
That cat on your insurance policy.
She's bilingual because I don't know if y'all know my spouse is Spanish, is Mexican. She does dame un beso, give me a kiss. That's give me a kiss. She comes when I call her. She lays down. She's still getting confused by when I try to tell her to sit. She thinks it's lay down. So that one I have to work with
good
her.
enough.
But right now I'm currently trying to teach her how to open the door because she'll spit out the door and she'll just push her paw in and grab stuff and I'm like, listen, you know you can, and I try to tell her to leverage up, but she can also give me high five and high five. I'm trying to think what else I've taught her.
All right, man, you better show us it. We want to see that shit.
I will give you guys a video. I will take a video, but she's not gonna like hang out with us because she doesn't like loud noises.
No, just take a little video of the high fives and a couple things, and then post it to YouTube. That'll be cool.
That's what I'll do.
Like
I'm going to put it on the end of my video so people. I'll say.
That thing will get a million hits, man. People go crazy over that cat stuff. They have a million hits up there to go meow 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 meow.
I hate that commercial
of a cat jumping through some snow. He just jumped through a bank of snow. Y'all gotta check that video out, especially us guys. That is the only animal video I tell you have to watch.
Cat
Oh,
jumping in the snow.
Okay, guys, we got 2 minutes left, and I promised my spouse I would reel it in at 10 o'clock, and I would call it a night.
Just say you lied.
Hey, don't leave us yet.
I have to. So I got.
All right.
You have to.
Just counting down the minutes.
Okay.
T-minus 120 seconds and counting.
El Franco says, I think it's cool. I would have done it. I don't think they.
Oh God.
I don't know what he's talking about now because we're being. What do you think about DRR? Says El Franco.
Huh?
I don't know. Maybe I missed the whole thing. All right, guys.
I don't see a lot of question marks.
Those are statements.
I didn't know I was on a time limit.
Yeah, you are. How about that?
We're gonna expire.
Sorry, guys. My spouse
60
really
seconds.
complained when we had that really long one, and my spouse was like, I want to be able to go to sleep after work and relax. And I said,
I want $1 million, but well.
Well, you can still help them with relaxing afterwards, you know.
Well, you got to keep the home front. You got to keep the home front calm. I can respect that.
You gotta choose your battles, and I figure we started at 8 and 10 in 2 hours. That's enough time, guys.
Holy jet, we've been on here for 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm exhausted.
I'm in the garage. I don't know. Time flies out here, so.
You're where?
I'm in my garage.
Remember, guys, we always have next week.
You live in your garage?
No, it's like my man cave. It's my.
Where's your car?
I got the PlayStation, my TV.
Yeah, where's your car, dude?
My cars are out there. What are you talking about?
Why don't you put it in the garage?
Because that's my space.
We don't do that in Florida.
Screw them cars. The cars can sit outside.
Garage. Listen. You guys need to understand. Garage is a living space one way or another in Florida. Garage is not for cars.
Yes, it is.
See, this some of my.
Okay, guys.
I got a couch in the garage just chilling.
You got all that house in there. Let that part of the house be for the cars.
We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna reel it in. We're gonna reel it in, guys.
Oh, she's gonna be mad at you now.
I'm ending this live stream. Okay.
Who's got the after party? Ed. Start a hangout stream.
Go to Ed's.
Hey, I have some stuff I got to work on tonight. Unfortunately.
Okay.
See, I wish I knew how to do it because I'd bring everybody on my channel.
Now I don't know how to do it either.
I need to go to bed.
You have to have a computer to be able to do this particular thing.
Oh.
I could show y'all what I'm working on though. See that? I got a tour machine that Alan tour.
What you working on? Making your shotgun?
Yeah,
okay,
man.
guys.
This is a tour machine.
We are going to end this live stream, guys.
Haha, we got her. We got her, guys.
Well, you're already in trouble.
If you hustle
2 minutes after 10, we got her.
Hustle hard, hustle smart. And if you don't hustle smart, take your broke ass home. DriverLadyPro out. Hasta la vista.
Hey,